Hey guys, today we have a book haul. So I ordered these books, like, no joke, back in August, and I don't know what happened. I ordered them online from Qbd. Is that what it is? Qbd? QDB? I don't know. Whatever it is, the bookstore online. And yeah, they arrived like last week or whenever it was. They had, one of their books was out of stock or something, I think, so it just took a while for them to come. But they're here now and I'm very excited, so let's have a look at what I got. So, the first thing that I got, this is called The Quiet Tenant, and this is from Clements Michaelon? No, I said that wrong. Anyway, it says, you never forgot the boy who taught you how to survive as a stranger in your own body. Aidan Thomas is a hard-working family man respected by his local town. He's the kind of man who always has a good word for everyone. He's also a kidnapper and serial killer who has murdered 8 women. There's a ninth, a woman he calls Rachel, imprisoned in a back shed. When Aidan's wife dies, he's forced to move and has no choice but to bring Rachel too. He knows that after 5 years of captivity, Rachel is too frightened of the consequences to attempt an escape, but Rachel is a fighter and a survivor, and when Emily, a local restaurant owner, develops a crush on the handsome widower, she finds herself coming dangerously close to discovering Aidan's secret. That sounds like so good. So that's the first one that we got. They are very, very excited. I got one by my favourite author, Lisa Jewell. This is Invisible Girl. Okay, it says midnight. In an area of urban wasteland where cats hunt and foxes shriek, a girl is watching. When Safra Maddox was 10, something terrible happened, and she's carried the pain of it ever since. The man she thought was going to heal her didn't, and now she hides, learning his secrets, invisible in the shadows. Owen Pick is invisible too. He's never had a girlfriend. He's never even had a friend. Nobody sees him. Nobody cares. But when Safra goes missing from opposite his house on Valentine's night, suddenly the world seems to be watching Owen, accusing him, holding him responsible for Safra's disappearance. So that sounds really good as well. I absolutely love Lisa Jewell's books. She's just so great. Love her. This is The Inmate from Frida McFadden. It says, the guiltiest people aren't always the ones behind bars. As a new nurse practitioner at a maximum security prison, Brooke Sullivan is taught 3 crucial rules. Treat all prisoners with respect, never reveal any personal information, never ever become too friendly with the inmates. But nobody knows that Brooke has already broken the rules. Nobody knows that her intimate connection to Shane Nelson, one of the penitentiary's most notorious and dangerous inmates. They certainly don't know that Shane was Brooke's high school sweetheart, the star quarterback, the golden boy who's serving a life sentence for a series of grisly murders, or that Brooke's testimony was what put him there. But Shane knows. He knows more than anyone, and he will never forget. That sounds good. So, sounds very interesting. This one here is called The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donnelly. It says her truth was only half of the story. So that's how it looks. It says Megan McDonald is a high school senior when she disappears from the small town of Emerson Bay. Miraculously, after 2 weeks held captive, she escapes from a bunker hidden deep in the woods. Now 1 year on, Megan is a national celebrity thanks to her best-selling book, Missing. It's an inspiring story, except for one convenient detail. There was a second girl who was taken, her classmate Nicole Cuddy. Livia Cuddy is a forensic pathologist. Every time a Jane Doe arrives at her morgue, she wonders if it's her missing sister. However, it's the body of a young man, an apparent suicide, that finally offers the first clue to Nicole's fate. So Livia reaches out to Megan for help, but Megan knows more than she's revealed. Flashes of memory are coming together, and they're pointing to something darker and more monstrous than anything her chilling memoir describes. That sounds good. I wish that I had the ability to read all of these books in a day, because sometimes I read the descriptions. I'm like, yo, I need to know what happened, This is NOS 4A2. It's like a number. It's like a number plate. That's why it's written like that. This is by Joe Hill. It says, young Victoria McQueen has a gift for finding things. All she has to do is ride her bike through the Shorter Way Bridge and she'll come out wherever she needs to be. It's an ability she keeps secret because no one would understand it until she discovers she's not the only one with a special gift. It says, Charlie Manx takes children for rides in his 1938 Rolls-Royce Wraith with its NOS 4A2 vanity plate, driving them away from their families, their homes, even their own humanity. When they reach their destinations, they've changed utterly. They become Charlie's children, as unstoppable and insane as Mannix himself. Only one kid ever escaped Charlie Mannix, Vic McQueen. The end of that nightmare was just the beginning of their life and death battle of wheels. A battle that explodes a quarter of a century later because now Mannix has taken Vic's son and Vic McQueen is going to get him back or die trying. So I feel like that's like quite different to what I normally read, and I feel like that sounds good. So I don't know, interesting. We have one by Genevieve Rose, and I've heard really good things about her. This one is called You Shouldn't Have Come Here. It says, you opened up your house and your heart to a total stranger. What could possibly go wrong? Grace Evans, overworked and looking for a total escape from her busy life, books an Airbnb on a remote ranch. When she arrives at the idyllic getaway, she's pleased to find that the owner is a handsome man by the name of Kevin Wells, and he's eager to introduce her to his easygoing ways of life. There are things that Grace discovers that she's not too pleased about. A lack of phone service, a missing woman, and a feeling that something isn't right at the ranch. Despite her uneasiness, the two bond and start to fall for one another. However, as her departure date nears, things change. What began as a playful romance soon turns into a complicated web of lies. Grace grows wary of Calvin, as his infatuation for her seems to have morphed into obsession. Calvin fears that Grace is hiding something from him, including her reason for staying at his ranch to begin with. So yeah, I feel like that sounds really great as well. I'm very excited. And then we have one from Lisa Gardner. I absolutely love Lisa Gardner, and I think this is like her first ever book, possibly. Anyway, it's called The Perfect Husband, and it says, when Tess Beckett married Jim, a well-respected and decorated cop, she thought all of her dreams had come true. But within 2 years, the vow she made was shattered as her husband was charged with murdering 10 women. With Jim behind bars, Tess feels certain that she can move on with her life until she learns that Jim has escaped from prison. As a frantic and rigorous manhunt gets underway in 4 states, Tess knows it's only a matter of time until her perfect husband tracks her down for the revenge he is sure to demand. When he finds her, she must be ready, because this time she's determined that their separation will be till death do us part. So yeah, that sounds so good. I really like Lisa Gardner, so I'm very excited to read some of her earlier stuff. And then the last one I got was Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Is there a movie about this? I can't remember. But anyway, it says it's the morning of Nick Dunn's 5th wedding anniversary, and his wife Amy has disappeared. Under pressure from police and a growing media frenzy, Nick's portrait of a blissful union begins to crumble. Amy's friends say she was afraid of him. His computer reveals disturbing searches, and he keeps getting mysterious calls on his mobile phone. So what really did happen to Nick's beautiful wife? That sounds good as well. So yeah, got heaps of exciting new books. I'm so excited. I need to stop buying books and start reading them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them, or let me know any of your recommendations below. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!